In this video we will add some details with a Boolean insert system, and to do that you can go if you want into the source files here, and you will find here the add details with Boolean insert folder, and you will have inside the insert.blend, and this file is that one for now. And yeah, what you can do is just use these objects to create interesting shapes into your models. So it's really easy to make these shapes. I will show you how to do that. The first thing we have to do will be to go here and for example, let's say I would like to create another. So there are some little rules to respect to make your inserts like that. The first thing to respect is that your the center of the object, the origin point, has to be in the center of inside the object. It cannot be here, for example, okay, or there. It will not work well. And in that case, you will expect that the hole that will make the curve that the object will make into the other object will start here, okay? So this part here, from here to there, will cut the object. The other part will be above the object. So that's why it's important to place well the center of the object inside the geometry of the object itself, okay? So it's the first thing to be sure to respect. The second thing is to have here not too much polygons. I mean, more polygons you will have, more faces you will add, and yeah, it will increase the number of polygons. So you can do this into your high poly model if you want, in case you have a low poly and a high poly different, but don't use it with too much details on that. And so yeah, for our purpose, repetitive things like for example, we will use this one and that one for our example, but there are a lot of possibilities there. I will show you how I would make another. So what I will do, I will select everything and hide everything for now, and I will add with Shift A here let's say a cylinder, and we will make another insert. So this cylinder, we don't want too much vertices, that I told, maybe 24 or 20, even 20 will be good for our purpose here. And what we will do with that, we'll make into edit mode there. I will just show you the shortcuts like this, you will not get crazy. And here, yeah, let's say I would like to make a nice interesting shape like this. Select this and make E, Z, S, okay, a kind of beginning of shape like that, maybe a little higher, ES again, okay, something like that, and E again. So I have a new shape that I can use. So it's not the right orientation for now, but let's just keep it like that. And I would like to add some maybe more details into this object, and for that I will just add another object. It will be a cube, okay, and this cube I will make SY to have a shape like that. So I will not go too far, but something thin like this, okay. And with GZ I will just put it around here to have a nice that it will not touch this part over there, okay. So something like that. And now I will select this object and with GX put it over here. Good. Now I can use here the fast curve add-on to use the circle array and increase the number. Like for example, I would like 6 on that one, maybe yeah, 6 is good. Maybe let's go for 8, and yeah, 8 will be okay. So now, okay, I have my item count just like this, and what I can still do, what is good with this system, is that I go in edit mode and SX and or SY, it can still move and change the overall design just like that. Okay, and when I'm happy with that, I just select this one and make Ctrl Shift minus, for example. Okay, I have a new interesting shape. Now this empty, I can just remove it. And now if I have this shape, I just go there with the tool, with the fast curve add-on, and just select the object and make here a bevel object. This beveling is not mandatory. I can just remove it after, because I will not use it, but at least it will show me the right shading into the object as well. Okay, so you can see just an example. As I want my object to be with the right orientation, I don't want to change anything there. We want to have location, rotation, and scale with 0, 0, and 1. We don't want to change that. So if I make a rotation like that, it will change the rotation, and I don't want this. So what I do, I go into edit mode, select everything, and make a RX 180, and like this I will have the right orientation. My here my center of the object, the origin point of the object is there, so I will put it something like here, and like this I'm sure that it will be that part, it will be that part that will cut. Okay, so you can expect a nice cut with this object as well. And after, you can experiment the shapes that you want. There are a lot of possibilities. Don't go too far with the number of polygons, and yeah, it should be okay. So here I just erase this. It was just an example, and what I will do, I will make Alt H. Okay, this one I will maybe select everything and scale it down in edit mode, and in object mode I will put it around there, and I just save it. Like that, you will have a new object into the list if you want to use it. So when you want to add all of these inserts into your .blend, you just go into this blend, select everyone, and make a Ctrl C. Like this, Blender will copy all the objects over there, and then you go into your project here, you create a new collection. So this collection here, we will call it just here insert. Okay, insert, thank you. My keyboard gets crazy, and now I can make a Ctrl V and everything will go inside this one, so I can just manage it as I want. Okay, so to use it, let's take an example with a simple one like this one here. So I will just duplicate it, put it into the right collection over there. So I will just make M and put it into the Refill iPoly, because it's in that one that I want to use it. And then after, I will disable that one. It will give me the opportunity now to use the snap, and with the snap tool activated into the faces, because I want to stick into the faces, and I want to align my object and project the individual elements. So I will just select my object, make a scale to not have something too crazy in terms of size, and I will just move it and above the surface just like that, and explore where it should be good to make a little cut. Like for example, that one seems not that bad, and I will keep it like this. Now let's say I would like another, and it's good to have sometimes a repetition over there. So if I make a cut maybe with this one, maybe another over here, it could be good. So with Shift D, I will make another here. And now I have everything in place to make my cut. Good. So let's continue and enable the inserts again. Maybe I will just use that one for the next example. And what I will do, I make the same process. I make Shift D to be sure that, and right click like this, it stays there. Put it into the right with M with the right collection, okay, and then enable only the collection that we want. Again, I will just scale it down. With G, I will just put it into the right place. I can go into the side view and make a rotation 90 degrees, just like that for now. And we will see what is happening here. What I would like for that one, I would like to have a kind of shape that follows these lines here, maybe, okay, to have something a little like that. So what I would like to do, first of all, I think it's a little too thick, this one. So without the snapping, I will go there into the side view, select the object, and with the dot of the numpad period here, I can just go there, go into wireframe view, select here maybe. So I don't want to, if you make, for example, SZ, for example, it will deform the object. It's not really what I want. I would like to have a longer object, but keep the right shape there. So I would just make a GZ, just like that, with just this selection. And maybe after I scale everyone, and with GZ again, I just can put it back into the right place, and now I have a decent shape for what I want to do. So we can go here, not here, sorry. We can go here into the fast carve option, use the array. I would like something like maybe 6. Okay, let's say I want 6. I just do escape. Maybe I can invert this relative offset to have it into the right orientation. And what I would like to do too, it's in edit mode, I would just make a rotation like that. Okay, and it will give me the nice orientation that I want. And I can decrease this one. And look at this, we have more or less what we want. Maybe a little GY, sorry, into that view. And how it will look, not that bad. Maybe I would like to decrease the relative offset like this and put it over there. Yeah, I prefer that. And like this, we'll just keep this shape, this space here free. Maybe we'll add some details after it's in Substance Painter anyway. So that's it for that one. And maybe you would like to duplicate it again and put one over here like that, over here, okay? So what we would like to do, we will just duplicate it with Shift D right click. And then after I enable this back again, and I will just put it right in the right place where I want. So in edit mode, what I will do, I will just put it with the right orientation, so to be parallel like that. Okay, so I just make a rotation like this. And then after, I don't want to, yeah, it was a mistake, sorry, because I did project all my geometry, so it will not be a good idea to make the G here with this enable. And then after, when I have this, I will just have to manage here my Y offset and my X offset to find the right orientation, shape that I want. I would like to follow more or less this line, okay? So maybe make it a little less big. Okay. Into that view, I will just try to put this over there, a little more high, and yeah, something around there. Maybe for this one, maybe just 5 will be enough. Okay, and so what we have here is not that bad. Maybe just a little more and a little more here, just to really follow these lines to be parallel. And now we have what we want to make the Boolean operations. So let's start this. it's easy. We just take this object here, we just remove the bevel before to be sure that it will not disturb us and make something destructive. And we will take this first object and then the second object. And even we can take, even when there are two like that, you can select this one, and that one at last, and we'll control shift minus. You will make the cut just like this. Then after you enable the bevel object, so it will give you something a little crazy because here it's far too big, but if you go near 0.03 or 0.04, it will be okay. So we have our first cut, that's good. When it's done on that side, you can just make a X, and like this you have into both sides. Okay. And I will do the same process for the other. So this one, remove the bevel, control shift minus. Okay, bevel the object again, decrease the amount of bevel here to have something clean, maybe even 0.003, it was good, I think. Yeah, not that bad. Okay, good. And that's it for that one. Ah, yeah, the X as well. The same for that one here. Remove the bevel, control shift minus. Add the bevel object. Remove some bevel within over there. Be sure that everyone is clean and sharp where you want. Okay. What we have there. Seems good for the rest, no? Okay, we can make X. And now we have all the details into this model that we did add now. Here we can compare now how much vertices we did add, compare the refill low poly and the refill high poly here. So if I just disable that here, if I select everything first, it will work better. So yeah, you can see here that now we have 6,000. Okay, so I will put it back, and when we take here the low poly only, select everything, and then disable that. Maybe I didn't remove this. Yeah, okay. So you can see that here we have 3,000 and something. So we did almost double the number of vertices just by adding these little details. So it's important to take it in consideration in case you really want to make something low poly. Okay, so it's not our case here, but in terms you want to go in low poly, in a low poly mode, yeah, just go over there. It's important. For us, we will just continue to work into a high poly there. Into the next chapter, we will just start to verify our model and to apply different operations before exporting. So what we have to do, we have to verify the geometry, we have to create the materials before exporting, and we have to unwrap our model into UV. And after that, we can finally export and start to work into Substance Painter.